The Hashashins were one of history's most enigmatic and misunderstood groups, often recognized for their mastery of stealth, secrecy, and political assassination. Originating in the late 11th century in Persia, they became a notorious sect within the Nizari Ismaili branch of Shia Islam, led by the charismatic figure of Hassan Saba. Their name is derived from the Arabic word hashish, leading to much speculation about their connection to the drug, though this connection has often been exaggerated by both contemporaries and later storytellers. Nestled in the rugged mountains and fortified walls of Alamut, the Hashashins carved out a unique existence during a tumultuous time marked by the Crusades and the rise of powerful empires. At the core of the Hashashins' philosophy was a complex belief system that established their mission as a struggle against oppression. This concept, known as jihad, was interpreted more as a personal and communal struggle rather than a mere physical confrontation. The Hashashins viewed their violent tactics not as mere acts of murder, but as necessary actions to protect their faith and community from oppressive rulers who threatened their existence. The premise of fighting against tyranny justified their extreme measures, allowing them to build a compelling narrative that often aligned religion with action. What set the Hashashins apart from other groups of their time was their strategic approach to political assassination. Operating from their mountain strongholds, they engaged in a campaign of targeted killings designed to instill fear and showcase their power. They chose their targets carefully: high-ranking officials, military leaders, and rival religious figures who stood in their way. Their ability to strike with surgical precision, often while appearing as ordinary citizens or wandering pilgrims, further mystified their opponents, deepening their reputation as a shadowy force. One of the most famous incidents in the Hashashins' history was the assassination of Nizam al-Mulk, the powerful vizier of the Seljuk Empire. On the day of his assassination, the Hashashin chose a tactic that highlighted both their cunning and the effectiveness of their training. The assassin, disguised as a beggar, approached Nizam al-Mulk during a public audience, allowing him to strike without immediate suspicion. This assassination fundamentally changed the political landscape in Persia, showcasing the Hashashins' capabilities and creating a ripple effect that reverberated throughout the Islamic world. The stories surrounding the Hashashins often feature the notion of their use of hashish before carrying out missions, leading to misconceptions about their operations and motivations. While some contemporary sources painted them as drug-fueled zealots, modern scholars have debunked many of these myths. It is thought that these narratives served as a tool for discrediting the Hashashins, allowing those in power to portray them as illicit and immoral. In reality, their belief in the righteousness of their cause fueled their fierce commitment to their missions. As the Crusades unfolded in the context of medieval Persia, the Hashashins' significance only grew. They found themselves positioned strategically amid the conflict between emerging European powers and established Islamic kingdoms. The assassins were often caught between Christian crusaders, who were determined to expand their influence, and Sunni Muslim adversaries, who regarded them as a sect to be eradicated. The assassins used their knowledge of the landscape, their experience in espionage, and their reputation for fierce loyalty to navigate the perilous political waters. Throughout this tumultuous period, the Hashashins engaged not only in assassination, but also in diplomatic engagement. Their leaders often negotiated alliances and truces, expertly balancing their relationships with surrounding powers. Their stronghold at Alamut became a center of learning and resistance, with a focus on fostering loyalty among their followers through ideological and spiritual education. This duality of being both a military force and a religious community allowed the Hashashins to persevere in times of turmoil. However, no power can remain unchallenged indefinitely. By the 13th century, the Mongol invasions posed an existential threat to the Hashashins. Under the command of Genghis Khan, the Mongol Empire swept across Persia, dismantling traditional power structures and obliterating entire communities. The once mighty fortress of Alamut fell to the Mongols in 1256, marking a significant decline in the Hashashins' power. Yet their legend did not disappear with their political influence. Instead, it transformed. Even after the Mongol conquest, stories of the Hashashins persisted, filtered through the lenses of various cultures, turning them into almost mythic figures in the context of medieval history. The Hashashins left a significant mark on the tapestry of history, influencing perceptions of secret societies, political killers, and agents of chaos in both medieval and modern thought. Over the centuries, they evolved from a powerful sect into an archetype, a symbol of shadows and intrigue. Their story has been reinterpreted in countless formats. Novels, films, and video games have all borrowed from their legend. In the realm of popular culture, Assassin's Creed is a prime example of how the legacy of the Hashashins has been woven into fantastical narratives, presenting them as heroic figures fighting for freedom against unjust oppressors. Moreover, the legacy of the Hashashins raises important questions about ethics, power, and the use of violence in the name of belief. Their actions can provoke discussions about the nature of resistance and the moral complexities that underpin the fight against oppression. They epitomize a contentious dialogue about the legitimacy of violence in the pursuit of political or religious goals, a topic that remains relevant in modern discourse. In retrospect, the Hashashins were more than mere assassins. They were defenders of a belief system in a world fraught with chaos and strife. Their story compels us to reconsider the narratives that have shaped our understanding of both history and the artistic interpretations that followed. The Hashashins' legacy endures as a testament to the difficulty of navigating faith, power, and the human condition. So the next time you hear the word assassin, remember the complex tapestry woven by the Hashashins. Their journey through the epochs serves as an enduring reflection of the multifaceted nature of history itself. The Silk Road was not merely a single route, but a vast network of trade paths that connected the East and West, facilitating the exchange of goods, cultures, and ideas over vast distances. This iconic trade network flourished from around the 2nd century BCE until the 14th century CE, serving as a conduit through which commodities such as silk, spices, precious metals, and countless more flowed between civilizations. Covering thousands of miles, the Silk Road linked diverse cultures and peoples, playing a crucial role in shaping the economic, cultural, and political landscape of Asia and beyond. At its inception, the Silk Road sprang from the demand for luxurious goods available in the East. The name itself refers to one of the most sought-after commodities, silk, which was produced in ancient China and prized across the globe for its sumptuous texture and vibrant colors. The Han Dynasty, 206 BCE, 220 CE, recognized the immense potential of these trade routes, paving the way for diplomatic missions and merchant caravans that traversed the harsh terrains of deserts, mountains, and steppes. This period marked the beginning of what would become a complex and interconnected web of commerce. The geography of the Silk Road was as diverse as the cultures it linked. The routes spanned notable terrains, including the Taklamakan Desert, the towering Himalayas, and the sprawling grassy plains of Central Asia. As traders journeyed from one region to another, they encountered various cultures and traditions, often adapting their practices and ideas in the exchange process. Here, the Silk Road served as a melting pot of civilizations, a place where art, religion, and science converged to create innovative advancements and cultural exchanges that continue to resonate today. Trade on the Silk Road was not solely about tangible goods. Alongside silk and spices, the movement of ideas and philosophies transformed both the East and West. Buddhism, for instance, traveled from India to Central Asia and then to China, where it was synthesized with local beliefs and practices. This resulted in the emergence of rich cultural and philosophical dialogues that shaped Asian societies for centuries to come. It was not just religious principles that were exchanged. Techniques in warfare, governance, agriculture, and medicine also flowed along these ancient pathways, enriching civilizations at every turn. Notably significant was the role of merchants in fostering this vibrant exchange. Caravanserais, roadside inns, dotted the landscape along the Silk Road, providing rest and refuge for travelers and facilitating interactions between diverse groups. Merchants, often of various ethnicities, formed networks that transcended borders, allowing for the smooth exchange of goods and ideas despite linguistic and cultural differences. These interactions often resulted in favorable relationships and alliances, further enhancing the trade network's resilience and adaptability. As trade flourished, powerful empires began to emerge along the Silk Road, serving as both protectors of the routes and customers for luxurious goods. The Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 CE, in China, for example, saw an explosion of trade and cultural exchange, culminating in a period often referred to as the height of the Silk Road. The dynasty's openness to foreign influence fostered an environment where artists, intellectuals, and merchants from various backgrounds convened to share knowledge and artistry. Similarly, the Mongol Empire's unification of vast territories in the 13th century created a more secure environment for traders, resulting in an unprecedented level of connectivity across the Silk Road. Despite its thriving trade, the Silk Road faced numerous challenges throughout its history. Political instability, territorial conflicts, and natural disasters often disrupted the flow of goods. The rise of maritime trade routes during the Age of Exploration in the late 15th century also altered global trade dynamics, gradually diminishing the Silk Road's prominence as a commercial pathway. However, the legacy of the Silk Road endured. It served as an early example of globalization, illustrating how interconnectedness can drive innovation and allow diverse cultures to engage with one another. As travelers traversed the Silk Road, they left their imprint on the cultural fabric of the regions they passed through. Culinary exchanges blossomed, leading to the introduction of new food items such as spices, fruits, and techniques that tantalize taste buds across continents. Similarly, artistic styles and technologies blended, leading to hybrid forms of expression in pottery, textiles, literature, and painting. The Tang and Song dynasties, for instance, influenced artistic development in Japan and Korea, expanding the reach of their aesthetic sensibilities through trade and cultural exchange. In modern times, the Silk Road continues to fascinate historians, educators, and travelers alike, who seek to understand the intricate tapestry of human connections woven across centuries. The Belt and Road Initiative, a contemporary project established by China, aims to restore and expand trade routes reminiscent of the original Silk Road, highlighting the enduring relevance of these ancient pathways. The stories and legacies of the Silk Road remind us of our shared human experience, illustrating how trade and exchange can transcend borders and create lasting alliances. Through this unique network, civilizations imparted their ideas, beliefs, and innovations, laying the groundwork for the interconnected world we inhabit today. The Silk Road's history serves as a powerful testament to the potential of collaboration amidst diversity, urging us to appreciate our interconnectedness in an increasingly globalized society. As we conclude this exploration of the Silk Road, it's clear that it was more than just a series of trade routes. It was a dynamic and vibrant network that shaped the civilizations it touched. The exchanges of goods, cultures, and ideas along the Silk Road remind us of the importance of understanding our history, fostering connections, and appreciating the rich tapestry of human experience that continues to unite us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the annals of history. Ancient Egypt stands as one of the most iconic civilizations in history, renowned for its monumental architecture, advanced society, and profound cultural practices, particularly concerning beliefs about the afterlife. Emerging around 3100 BCE, this extraordinary civilization flourished along the banks of the Nile River, where the predictable flooding of the river provided fertile land that sustained agricultural abundance and fueled the development of a complex society. The Egyptians built a rich tapestry of culture, religion, and governance that would leave an enduring legacy, influencing countless civilizations that followed. One of the hallmarks of ancient Egyptian civilization was its social structure, which was intricately organized and supported by a powerful central authority. At the top was the pharaoh, revered as both a political leader and a divine figure, embodying the gods on earth. The pharaoh's rule was crucial in maintaining Ma'at, the concept of cosmic order and balance that governed the universe, and the lives of all Egyptians. Beneath the pharaoh was a well-defined hierarchy that included nobles, priests, scribes, artisans, and farmers, each playing a crucial role in sustaining society. This structured society allowed for specialization, innovation, and the flourishing of various crafts, from intricate jewelry making to pottery. The architectural achievements of ancient Egypt are perhaps among the most remarkable legacies of this civilization. The construction of the pyramids, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, illustrates both engineering prowess and cultural significance. Built during the 4th dynasty, these monumental tombs were designed to honor the deceased pharaohs and ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. The pyramids, constructed with millions of limestone blocks, stand as a testament to the Egyptians' architectural innovation and their profound beliefs in the afterlife. The meticulous planning involved in aligning these structures with celestial bodies reflects the Egyptians' deep connection to astronomy and the divine. Religion was a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian life, permeating every aspect of society. The Egyptians believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each representing various aspects of life, nature, and the cosmos. Deities such as Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, the god of the afterlife, played pivotal roles in the daily lives of the people and their spiritual practices. Temples dedicated to these gods were centers of worship, rituals, and offerings, further solidifying the relationship between the divine and the mortal. Priests held considerable power, acting as intermediaries between the gods and the people, while religious festivals brought communities together in celebration and devotion. The concept of the afterlife in ancient Egypt was profoundly elaborate and formed an essential component of their belief system. Egyptians believed that life continued after death, leading to a complex practice of burial customs and mummification. Mummification was a method designed to preserve the body for eternity, allowing the deceased to inhabit the afterlife fully. Along with mummification, tombs were filled with items that the deceased might need on their journey, including food, jewelry, and other valuables. The famous Book of the Dead served as a guide for the deceased, containing spells and prayers intended to assist them in navigating the perils of the afterlife and achieving eternal life. The judgment of the deceased was a key component of Egyptian afterlife beliefs. Upon death, the soul was believed to travel to the Hall of Ma'at, where it would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, symbolizing truth and justice. If the heart of the deceased was lighter than the feather, they were deemed worthy and permitted to enter the paradise known as the Field of Reeds. However, if their heart weighed heavily with sin, it would be devoured by Ammit, a fearsome creature, part lion, hippo, and crocodile, ensuring a second death and the loss of eternal life. This belief in moral accountability added depth and meaning to everyday actions, motivating individuals to lead righteous lives. Art and writing were vital expressions of ancient Egyptian culture, conveying both religious beliefs and societal values. Hieroglyphics, the system of writing used by the Egyptians, comprised intricate symbols that recorded everything from religious texts to administrative records. Artistic representations were carefully executed to communicate the desired messages, often depicting gods, daily life, and the afterlife. Tomb paintings served as an everlasting tribute to the deceased, ensuring their presence in the afterlife. The aesthetics of Egyptian art were characterized by a strict adherence to form and symbolism, reflecting their belief in the spiritual significance of every color, pose, and gesture. As centuries passed, ancient Egypt faced numerous challenges, including invasions, internal strife, and shifts in power. The influence of foreign powers, such as the Nubians, Persians, and later the Greeks and Romans, gradually altered the political landscape. Despite these outside influences, the core elements of Egyptian culture persisted, showcasing the resilience and adaptability of their civilization. Even in periods of decline, the reverberations of their achievements continued to impact subsequent cultures across the Mediterranean and beyond. The legacy of ancient Egypt endures in modern times, captivating both scholars and the general public alike. The fascination with mummies, the pyramids, and Egyptian mythology has inspired countless works of literature, film, and art, igniting imaginations and curiosity about this extraordinary civilization. Excavations and archaeological discoveries continue to shed light on the intricacies of Egyptian life, enhancing our understanding of their achievements and cultural practices. As we reflect on the profound contributions of ancient Egypt, it's evident that this civilization influenced a multitude of spheres, from art and architecture to religion and governance. The Egyptians' enduring pursuit of knowledge and their deep spiritual beliefs offer timeless lessons about the human experience and our quest for meaning beyond the grave. The legacy of ancient Egypt is not just a relic of the past. It is a vibrant legacy that continues to inform our understanding of civilization, culture, and the everlasting human quest for immortality. The rise and fall of ancient Rome is a monumental saga of power, culture, and transformation that left an indelible mark on the course of human history. From its humble beginnings as a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River, around 753 BCE, Rome evolved into one of the most formidable empires the world had ever witnessed. This journey not only highlights the ascent of political and military dominance, but also underscores Rome's profound contributions to art, architecture, law, and governance that continue to resonate in contemporary society. At the heart of Rome's rise was its strategic location and geographic advantages. Positioned at the center of the Italian peninsula, it benefited from fertile lands and a temperate climate conducive to agriculture. The Tiber River provided a lifeline for trade and communication, promoting interaction with neighboring regions. Initially, Rome was ruled by a series of kings, but in 509 BCE, the monarchy was abolished, paving the way for the establishment of the Roman Republic, a system of governance that featured the participation of Senate and elected officials, known as consuls. This transition marked a significant shift toward a more democratic framework, allowing for broader participation and representation within the political sphere. The Romans' military prowess played a crucial role in their expansion. The establishment of a professional army enabled Rome to engage in a series of conflicts known as the Punic Wars against its rival Carthage. The most famous of these wars saw the brilliant General Hannibal lead an audacious campaign against Rome, famously crossing the Alps with war elephants. Despite his early victories, Rome ultimately prevailed, transforming into a dominant Mediterranean power. The conquest of territories beyond the Italian peninsula, which included vast swaths of Europe, North Africa, and parts of the Middle East, significantly expanded its influence and resources. As Rome grew in power, so too did its culture and innovations. The Romans made significant advancements in various fields, including engineering, architecture, and law. The construction of monumental structures, such as the Colosseum and the aqueducts, showcased their engineering capabilities and reflected the empire's grandeur. The integration of Greek architectural styles also slotted seamlessly into Roman designs, contributing to a unique artistic legacy that blended functionality with beauty. This emphasis on public works underscored a commitment to civic life and the importance of communal space in Roman society. The Romans placed a strong emphasis on law and governance, leaving behind a legacy that profoundly shaped legal systems in many modern societies. The 12 Tables, created in the mid-5th century BCE, laid the groundwork for Roman law, promoting the principles of justice and equality before the law. This legal framework would evolve into a complex system, influencing the development of civil law in various European countries. Roman citizenship, too, became a coveted status, extended to conquered peoples and fostering a sense of unity across diverse cultures within the empire. Culturally, Rome was a melting pot that assimilated various traditions, languages, and religions from the peoples it conquered. As the empire expanded, it absorbed elements of Greek philosophy, art, and religion, resulting in a rich tapestry of cultural exchange. This syncretism gave rise to a distinctive Roman identity that celebrated achievements in literature, theater, and philosophy. Notable figures such as Virgil, Cicero, and Seneca emerged, contributing to the literary canon and conceptualizing ideas of ethics and governance that continue to be relevant. However, as with all great civilizations, Rome faced challenges that ultimately contributed to its decline. A combination of political corruption, economic troubles, and military overstretch strained the empire's resources. The rise of powerful generals often challenged the authority of the Senate, leading to civil wars and political instability. Additionally, the empire faced external pressures from invading tribes, such as the Visigoths and Vandals, who exploited the weakening defenses of Rome. The division of the empire in the late 3rd century CE marked a significant turning point in Roman history. Emperor Diocletian established the Tetrarchy, dividing the empire into 4 regions to improve governance. Though it provided temporary stability, the division also highlighted the challenges of managing such a vast territory. In 324 CE, Emperor Constantine I officially moved the capital from Rome to Byzantium, later named Constantinople, marking the beginning of the Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, which would continue to thrive long after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. The traditional date for the fall of Rome is 476 CE, when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic king Odoacer. This event symbolized the end of an era and the transition into what historians refer to as the Middle Ages. However, the impact of ancient Rome continued to resonate long after its decline. The remnants of Roman culture, including language, law, architecture, and governance, laid the groundwork for the development of Europe in the centuries to follow. The legacy of ancient Rome endures in various facets of modern life. Latin, the language of the Romans, serves as the foundation for many Romance languages, while Roman law has influenced legal systems worldwide. Additionally, the architectural innovations of the Romans continue to inspire contemporary design, with structures like the Pantheon serving as iconic representations of Roman engineering and aesthetics. The rise and fall of ancient Rome is a testament to the complexities of power and the cyclical nature of history. It illustrates how greatness can emerge from humble beginnings, driven by ambition, innovation, and adaptability. Yet it also serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of empires, reminding us that even the most powerful can succumb to internal strife and external pressures. As we reflect on the remarkable journey of ancient Rome, we recognize its profound impact on the tapestry of world history. The stories of triumph and tragedy, innovation and decline remind us of the enduring human experience and our collective ambition for greatness. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of ancient Rome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating narratives from the annals of history. The Mesoamerican civilizations of the Maya and Aztecs stand as 2 of the most extraordinary cultures in human history, characterized by their rich cultural heritage, remarkable achievements, and complex societies. Spanning vast territories in present-day Mexico and Central America, these civilizations flourished long before European contact, creating sophisticated urban centers, intricate social hierarchies, and profound religious traditions that would leave a lasting legacy. The Maya civilization, known for its remarkable achievements in architecture, mathematics, astronomy, and writing, emerged around 2000 BCE, reaching its peak between 250 and 900 CE during the Classic period. The Maya established a collection of city-states that included prominent centers such as Tikal, Palenque, and Calakmul. These cities were characterized by grand pyramid structures, expansive temples, and intricate plazas, reflecting their artistic and architectural prowess. The use of local limestone and volcanic rock enabled the construction of impressive edifices that not only showcased their engineering skills, but also served as vital communal and religious spaces. A significant aspect of Maya culture was its complex writing system, known as hieroglyphics, which incorporated logograms and syllabic signs. This sophisticated script allowed the Maya to document their history, religion, and daily life, providing insights into their worldview and socio-political structures. The most famous surviving text is the Popol Vuh, a creation myth that narrates the exploits of the hero twins and elucidates the Maya understanding of the cosmos, life, and death. The Maya also excelled in mathematics and astronomy, developing a vigesimal, base 20, numerical system and an accurate calendar system. Their observatories and writings reveal an astute understanding of celestial cycles, allowing them to predict astronomical events with remarkable precision. This knowledge was not merely academic, it informed agricultural practices, religious observance, and societal organization, intertwining their scientific pursuits with their artistic expressions. Equally compelling, the Aztec civilization, which rose to prominence in the 14th century, left an indelible mark on Mesoamerican history. Centered in the Valley of Mexico, the Aztecs established their capital, Tenochtitlan, on an island in Lake Texcoco. This remarkable city, founded around 1325 CE, was an engineering marvel, showcasing a sophisticated network of canals and causeways that facilitated transport and trade. The island city was adorned with grand temples, marketplaces, and public plazas, symbolizing the wealth and power of the Aztec Empire. The Aztec society was hierarchical, with a ruling class consisting of nobility and priests at the top, followed by warriors, merchants, artisans, and farmers. The emperor held supreme authority, viewed as a divine representative of the gods. Religion permeated every aspect of Aztec life, with a pantheon of deities associated with natural elements, agriculture, and warfare. Rituals, sacrifices, and festivals played a crucial role in appeasing the gods and ensuring societal stability, reflecting the deep spiritual beliefs that guided their existence. Central to Aztec culture was the practice of human sacrifice, which stemmed from their belief in the need to nourish the gods with human blood. This ritual was not merely for appeasement, but rather a vital expression of the interrelationship between the divine and the earthly spheres. The most significant of these ceremonies revolved around the god Huitzilopochtli, the god of war and the sun, whereby warriors captured in battle were honored through sacrificial rites. While controversial to modern sensibilities, these practices underscored the Aztecs' cosmic worldview, where the cyclical nature of life and death was viewed as essential for maintaining the balance of the universe. Both the Maya and the Aztecs had a profound appreciation for arts, as evidenced by their intricate sculptures, pottery, and textiles. The Maya were known for their detailed murals and elaborate adornments, while the Aztecs produced vibrant featherwork and stone carvings that celebrated their mythology and history. Artistic expressions were deeply tied to religious and cultural identities, offering windows into the values and aspirations of these civilizations. Trade and economy played vital roles in both Mesoamerican societies. The Maya engaged in extensive trade networks that allowed for the exchange of goods such as cacao, textiles, and obsidian, which facilitated both economic prosperity and cultural exchange. The Aztecs also established a vast trading empire, with the marketplace of Tenochtitlan serving as one of the largest and most bustling trade hubs in the region. Here, merchants sold everything from food to luxury items, wealth flowing into the capital and fueling the empire's ambitions. However, by the early 16th century, the fortunes of both civilizations began to change dramatically. The arrival of Spanish conquistadors, motivated by conquest and the spread of Christianity, heralded a period of seismic upheaval. In 1521, Hernán Cortés led the conquest of the Aztec Empire, exploiting internal divisions and leveraging alliances with rival states. The fall of Tenochtitlan marked a watershed moment, leading to the establishment of Spanish colonial rule across Mesoamerica. The Maya civilization, though less centralized than the Aztec Empire, faced similar fates. By the late 16th century, many Maya city-states were decimated by warfare, disease, and colonization. Though the Maya people retained aspects of their cultural identity, the imposition of Spanish rule altered the landscape of Mesoamerica forever. Despite the decline of these great civilizations, the legacies of the Maya and Aztecs endure. Their contributions to mathematics, astronomy, art, and governance have left an indelible mark on human history. The celebration of indigenous identity and heritage continues to resonate in contemporary discussions about cultural preservation and recognition. Additionally, the rich oral traditions, beliefs, and customs of the Maya and Aztecs remain integral to the cultural fabric of modern-day Mesoamerica. In exploring the remarkable cultures of the Maya and Aztecs, we gain insights into human creativity, resilience, and adaptability in the face of challenges. Their achievements serve as a testament to the enduring spirit of civilization, inspiring us to appreciate the complexities of history and the diverse narratives that shape our understanding of the world today. The Hellenistic period, spanning from the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BCE to the emergence of the Roman Empire in the 1st century BCE, represents a transformative era characterized by the widespread dissemination of Greek culture, ideas, and influence across vast territories. Following Alexander's conquests, which stretched from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India, the world witnessed a blending of cultures that would profoundly shape the course of history. The Hellenistic period stands as a remarkable testament to cultural exchange, intellectual advancements, and the enduring legacy of Greek civilization. Alexander's ambitious campaigns established one of the largest empires of the ancient world, intertwining diverse regions and peoples under a common Greco-Macedonian influence. His vision of a cosmopolitan world led to the establishment of key cities, most notably Alexandria in Egypt, which became a beacon of learning, culture, and trade. Alexandria housed the famous Library of Alexandria, the largest repository of knowledge in the ancient world, attracting scholars, scientists, and intellectuals from various backgrounds. This hub of scholarship fostered an environment ripe for the exchange of ideas and innovations across disciplines such as mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, and literature. One of the hallmark characteristics of the Hellenistic period was the fusion of Greek culture with local customs, resulting in a rich tapestry of syncretism. Cities like Alexandria served as melting pots where Greek, Egyptian, Persian, and Indian traditions intersected. This blending is evident in various aspects of life, from religion, where Greek gods were often merged with local deities, to art and architecture, which showcased a synthesis of styles and motifs. The proliferation of Hellenistic art emphasized emotional expression, movement, and realism, as seen in sculptures such as the iconic Winged Victory of Samothrace and the Laocoon group. Philosophy flourished during the Hellenistic period as ancient thinkers sought to address the complexities of human existence in an ever-changing world. The emergence of schools such as Stoicism, Epicureanism, and Cynicism reflected diverse approaches to ethics and the pursuit of happiness. Stoicism, championed by philosophers like Zeno of Citium, emphasized reason, self-control, and virtuous living as pathways to achieve inner peace amid the chaos of life. In contrast, Epicureanism, founded by Epicurus, promoted the pursuit of pleasure as the highest good, advocating for a life of moderation, friendship, and intellectual enjoyment. These philosophical movements not only provided frameworks for personal conduct, but also influenced political thought and social relationships within Hellenistic societies. The period also witnessed remarkable advancements in the sciences, particularly in mathematics and astronomy. Figures such as Euclid, known for his work Elements, laid the groundwork for geometry and established axiomatic methods that continue to underpin modern mathematics. Similarly, Archimedes of Syracuse made groundbreaking contributions in hydrostatics, geometry, and mechanics, showcasing the application of mathematical principles to real-world problems. In astronomy, the work of Aristarchus of Samos, who proposed a heliocentric model of the solar system, challenged traditional geocentric views and set the stage for future astronomical discoveries. The spread of Hellenistic culture extended far beyond intellectual pursuits. It also encompassed advancements in literature and the arts. Epic poetry, drama, and prose flourished in this era, with notable figures such as Theocritus, who pioneered pastoral poetry, and Menander, a playwright whose comedies captured the intricacies of everyday life and relationships. Hellenistic literature often explored themes of love, fate, and the human condition, reflecting both individual experiences and broader social dynamics. Moreover, the production of new forms of art, such as mosaics and intricate pottery, enriched the visual landscape of the time. Economically, the Hellenistic world was marked by increased trade and interaction between diverse cultures. The establishment of trade routes linking Greece, Egypt, Persia, and India facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. Luxury goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals flowed along these routes, stimulating economic growth and cultural exchange. The wealth generated by trade contributed to the patronage of the arts and sciences, further propelling Hellenistic civilization's achievements. Despite the grandeur and cultural richness of the Hellenistic period, it also faced challenges that ultimately led to its decline. The fragmentation of Alexander's empire after his death resulted in power struggles among his generals, known as the Diadochi, which eventually culminated in the establishment of several Hellenistic kingdoms, such as the Ptolemaic kingdom in Egypt and the Seleucid Empire in the Near East. These kingdoms vied for dominance, leading to conflicts and territorial disputes that weakened their collective influence. As the power of these Hellenistic states waned, the Roman Republic began to expand its reach, incorporating Hellenistic territories into its ever-growing empire. By the end of the 1st century BCE, Rome had absorbed key Hellenistic centers, as well as the rich cultural traditions that accompanied them. Rather than extinguishing Hellenistic achievements, the Roman conquest facilitated the preservation and further dissemination of Greek culture, as Roman elites embraced Greek literature, philosophy, and art. The legacy of the Hellenistic period is profound and far-reaching. The cultural exchanges and philosophical ideas that emerged during this era laid the groundwork for the intellectual developments of the Roman Empire and significantly influenced the subsequent ages, including the Renaissance and the Enlightenment. The seeds of democracy, science, and artistic expression sown during the Hellenistic period continue to resonate throughout history, reminding us of the enduring impact of a time when cultures colluded and creativity flourished. In acknowledging the remarkable achievements of the Hellenistic period, we gain insights into the nature of cultural interplay and human advancement. The dialogue between civilizations fosters progress, inspiring future generations to build upon the endeavors of their predecessors. The Hellenistic period stands as a testament to the power of ideas, creativity, and interconnectedness in shaping the fabric of civilization. The samurai code, known as Bushido, embodies the ethos and moral framework of the samurai, the esteemed warrior class of feudal Japan. Emerging during the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, and reaching its zenith in the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, the samurai played a pivotal role in shaping Japanese society, culture, and military tradition. The principles of Bushido emphasize honor, loyalty, courage, and discipline, illustrating the samurai's profound commitment to their way of life as both warriors and adherents to a strict moral code. At the heart of Bushido lies the concept of honor, or meio, which dictated the samurai's behavior in both life and death. Honor was paramount, governing not only personal conduct, but also a samurai's reputation in society. A loss of honor could lead to disgrace, making the practice of seppuku, ritual suicide, a means of reclaiming dignity and respect. This act was seen as a final statement of loyalty and honor, particularly in the face of defeat or betrayal. The high value placed on honor compelled samurai to uphold their commitments and engage in battles with unwavering resolve. The samurai's worldview was deeply intertwined with the principles of warfare and martial prowess. Trained from a young age in various arts of combat, including swordsmanship, archery, and horseback riding, a samurai's life revolved around the mastery of martial skills. The katana, a curved, single-edged sword, became the symbol of the samurai and was revered not just as a weapon, but as an extension of the samurai's soul. The significance of the katana transcended mere combat, representing honor, loyalty, and the warrior spirit. Discipline formed the backbone of the samurai code, informing daily life and military conduct. Training was rigorous, encompassing not just physical conditioning, but also mental fortitude and philosophical study. The samurai engaged with the teachings of Zen Buddhism and Confucianism, which emphasized mindfulness, humility, and a serene approach to the inevitable trials of life. This philosophical grounding allowed samurai to cultivate patience and resilience, essential qualities in the heat of battle. The single-minded focus on discipline extended to the practice of arts such as poetry, tea ceremony, and calligraphy, showcasing the samurai's belief in the harmonious balance between martial and artistic pursuits. Courage, known as yuki, was a vital quality admired in a samurai. It was not merely the absence of fear, but the ability to confront fear with resolve. Samurai were expected to demonstrate bravery not only in battle, but also in their everyday lives, facing challenges head-on and maintaining composure in difficult situations. This valor inspired loyalty and trust among comrades, creating bonds that fortified the samurai's sense of duty to their lord and fellow warriors. Loyalty, or chugi, was another cornerstone of Bushido, defining the relationship between a samurai and their daimyo, feudal lord. The samurai's allegiance to their lord was paramount, often requiring them to put their lord's interests above their own. This deep-seated loyalty fostered a sense of unity within the samurai class. As warriors fought for the honor of their lord, seeking to uphold their legacy and protect their domains. The relationship was reciprocal, with a good lord providing protection, sustenance, and rewards for dedicated service. The Hojo era and the Sengoku period, warring states 1467 to 1603, highlighted the martial aspects of the samurai code as various clans vied for dominance. Battles during this time were not only a means of attaining glory and resources, but also often imbued with a sense of purpose, as samurai believed they were fighting for the honor of their families and clans. This ethos fueled a culture of competition, with samurai seeking to distinguish themselves on the battlefield, securing their place in history through acts of valor and bravery. As Japanese society began to shift with the unification efforts of leaders such as Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu, the role of the samurai evolved. With peace established during the Edo period, warfare subsided, giving rise to a new societal order predicated on stability and commerce. This transition led to changes in the samurai's role, as they increasingly became administrators, scholars, and custodians of culture rather than solely warriors. Despite the decline of the samurai's military function, the values of Bushido remained deeply rooted in Japanese society. The samurai's dedication to honor, loyalty, and discipline continued to influence Japan's cultural landscape, shaping social customs, arts, and even the conduct of government officials. The tenets of Bushido found resonance in various aspects of Japanese life, embodying ideals that transcended the warrior class and permeated broader society. The samurai code also left an indelible legacy in modern Japan, where Bushido continues to inform concepts of ethics, conduct, and identity. Aspects of this legacy resonate in fields such as martial arts, and the principles of respect, perseverance, and humility are still cherished as foundational values. The romanticized image of the samurai as noble warriors has captured the imagination of people worldwide, inspiring literature, film, and art that celebrate their ideals and exploits. In examining the samurai code, we uncover a multifaceted worldview that intricately links personal conduct with broader societal values. The interplay between honor, loyalty, discipline, and courage reflects not only the life of a warrior, but also the aspirations of a culture that has continually sought harmony and balance. The legacy of Bushido endures as a poignant reminder of the complexities of human character and the timeless pursuit of virtue amid the challenges of life. The Bronze Age collapse, occurring around 1200 BCE, marks one of the most enigmatic and dramatic turning points in ancient history, characterized by the sudden decline and disintegration of several advanced civilizations in the Eastern Mediterranean and Near East. This widespread phenomenon saw the fall of powerful empires, the disruption of trade networks, and the widespread abandonment of cities, ushering in a period of upheaval and transformation that left an indelible mark on human civilization. Understanding the factors that contributed to this collapse reveals the complexities of a societal collapse and the fragility of human achievements. During the Late Bronze Age, several interconnected civilizations flourished, including the Mycenaean Greeks, Hittites, Egyptians, and Canaanites. These societies thrived due to advancements in trade, technology, and agriculture, benefiting from a complex web of interconnected economies and cultures. The era was marked by extensive trade networks that facilitated the exchange of goods such as copper, tin, textiles, and luxury items, enriching the lives of those within these civilizations. The prosperity of these kingdoms fostered cultural achievements in art, architecture, and writing, creating a rich tapestry of civilization. However, around 1200 BCE, this remarkable era began to unravel dramatically as numerous cities experienced ruin and population decline. The causes of the Bronze Age collapse are complex and multifaceted, with various internal and external factors potentially contributing to this widespread disintegration. One key factor is believed to be climate change and its impact on agriculture. Studies indicate that a significant shift in climate led to prolonged drought conditions, adversely affecting crop yields and causing food shortages. This agricultural decline would have precipitated social unrest, resource competition, and weakened the economic stability of these civilizations. In addition to environmental factors, internal strife and societal pressures may have played a significant role in the collapse. Increasing bureaucratic complexity and social stratification likely created divides within societies. As elites enriched themselves through trade and conquest, commoners faced mounting burdens, including heavy taxation and conscription into military service. Discontent may have fueled revolts, leading to civil strife as societal cohesion weakened in the face of external threats. These internal tensions were exacerbated by a series of external pressures, including invasions and migrations. The arrival of the so-called Sea Peoples, a name given to a confederation of maritime raiders and warriors, struck fear and devastation throughout the coastal cities of the Eastern Mediterranean. With their advanced naval capabilities, the Sea Peoples attacked thriving cities such as Ugarit and Mycenae, crippling trade routes and destabilizing established powers. The incursions of these groups, coupled with other invasions and uprisings, further exacerbated the decline of already beleaguered societies. Archaeological evidence illustrates the impact of the Bronze Age collapse on urban landscapes. Major centers that once teemed with life fell silent, their infrastructure in ruins. In some regions, evidence suggests that cities were abandoned entirely, leading to a reversal of urbanization as people retreated to smaller, more defensible settlements. This retrenchment points to a profound shift in lifestyle, as once mighty kingdoms fragmented into smaller localized societies that struggled to adapt to the new realities of their environment. The aftermath of the Bronze Age collapse ushered in what is often referred to as the Dark Ages, a period marked by a general regression in trade, literacy, and technological advancement. As civilization disintegrated, art forms, writing systems, and monumental architecture were abandoned or significantly diminished. The oracle bones of the Shang dynasty in China and the intricate writing of the Mycenaeans fell into obscurity, illustrating how the collapse affected the cultural fabric of society. However, it is essential to recognize that the collapse did not signify the end of civilization entirely. Rather, it represented a transformative period that allowed for the emergence of new social structures and cultural paradigms. In the wake of this upheaval, smaller political entities began to take shape, often centered around local leaders or chieftains, rather than the centralized bureaucracies of previous empires. These localized societies laid the groundwork for future civilizations, such as the rise of the Iron Age cultures. Interestingly, while the collapse hindered the flow of goods and communication across regions, it may have also spurred innovation and adaptation. The need for self-sufficiency led to advancements in agriculture, metallurgy, and trade networks among emerging groups. The scarcity of bronze during the transition to the Iron Age prompted societies to experiment with ironworking, leading to a revolution in weaponry and tools that facilitated agricultural growth and military efficiency. Moreover, the rich narrative of resilience and adaptation during the post-collapse period is often overshadowed by the notion of decline. New social structures emerge from the ruins, as people learned to navigate their changing environments and create resilience against future uncertainties. As trade routes were re-established, the flow of ideas, technologies, and cultural practices began to rebound, providing the foundation for the eventual rise of classical civilizations such as the Greeks and Romans. The Bronze Age collapse serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and vulnerabilities inherent to civilization. It demonstrates how interconnected societies can be both strengthened by their alliances and weakened by their dependencies. The interplay between environmental factors, societal dynamics, and external pressures eroded the foundations of once mighty empires, leading to profound changes that reshaped the course of history. Exploring this dramatic chapter in human history invites reflection on the lessons offered by the past. The resilience of humanity in the face of collapse, coupled with the capacity for reinvention, underscores the importance of adaptability and awareness in both individual and collective contexts. The Bronze Age collapse remains a fascinating study of the rise and fall of civilizations, illustrating the enduring human spirit amid adversity and the cyclical nature of history. The Great Wall of China, one of the most iconic and enduring structures in human history, stretches across northern China for thousands of miles, winding through mountains, deserts, and plains. Its sheer scale and architectural ingenuity make it a testament to both ancient engineering prowess and the complex socio-political landscape that gave rise to this monumental endeavor. However, the truth behind its construction is steeped in a rich tapestry of historical, cultural, and logistical realities, revealing not only the ambitions of emperors, but also the lives of those who labored to build this formidable barrier. The origins of the Great Wall can be traced back to as early as the 7th century BCE during the Warring States period, when individual states built fortifications to defend against invasions from nomadic tribes. The earliest walls were made of tamped earth and wood, serving local defensive needs. However, it was during the Qin dynasty, 221 to 206 BCE, that a concerted effort to unify and expand these walls began. The first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, recognized the necessity of creating a unified defense system against external threats, particularly from the Yongnu tribes to the north. Construction of the Great Wall under Qin Shi Huang was both ambitious and brutal, utilizing a massive workforce composed of soldiers, convicts, and forced laborers. The construction was a monumental undertaking that demanded immense resources and coordination. The methods employed were labor-intensive, often relying on rudimentary tools and manual labor. Workers transported materials such as earth, wood, bricks, and stones across challenging terrains, enduring harsh weather conditions and grueling workloads. The Qin dynasty's obsession with unification and control led to the notion of the wall as both a physical barrier and a symbol of imperial strength. As subsequent dynasties took power, the Great Wall continued to evolve. The Han Dynasty, 206 BCE, 220 CE, expanded the wall further westward to protect the lucrative Silk Road trade routes. Innovations in construction techniques emerged, including the use of more durable materials like bricks and stone in the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. The Ming emperors fortified and enhanced the wall, building watchtowers, garrison stations, and signal fires, reflecting the era's advancements in engineering and military strategy. Despite its extensive construction over centuries, the Great Wall of China was not an impenetrable fortress. It served not only as a military defense, but as a means of border control, enabling taxation and trade regulation. The wall facilitated the movement and control of goods, allowing the dynasty to monitor trade flows and protect against smuggling. Its fortifications functioned as strategic points for surveillance, allowing troops to be mobilized quickly when threats arose. The multifaceted purpose of the Great Wall is often overlooked in popular narratives that emphasize its defensive capabilities. While it did provide a measure of security, the wall also played a role in the assimilation and control of nomadic tribes. Rather than solely a means of exclusion, it acted as a framework within which interactions, trade, and conflicts could be managed. The relationship between the agrarian societies of the settled plains and the nomadic tribes of the steppes was complex, often characterized by both cooperation and conflict. The construction of the Great Wall came with a human cost. Historical records suggest that many laborers faced harsh conditions, suffering from exhaustion and illness as they toiled on this immense project. Estimates of deaths during the construction vary significantly, with some ancient accounts alluding to a toll as high as 1 million workers. Workers who perished during construction were often buried within the wall itself, giving rise to the myth that the wall is held together by the bones of the laborers. This brutal reality reflects not only the ambition of the rulers who commissioned the wall, but also the sacrifices endured by those who built it. Moreover, the Great Wall's construction was influenced by political dynamics and shifting military strategies. As new threats emerged, such as the Mongol invasions during the Yuan dynasty, 1371 to 1368, the significance of the wall shifted. The structure was tested and adapted during various conflicts, demonstrating the limitations of a purely defensive strategy. Eventually, the rise of gunpowder and changing warfare techniques diminished the wall's effectiveness, leading to questions about its future relevance. In the modern era, the Great Wall continues to captivate global interest, symbolizing China's historical strength and cultural heritage. UNESCO designated sections of the wall as a World Heritage Site in 1987, recognizing its cultural significance and architectural accomplishments. However, perceptions of the Great Wall often romanticize its role, overshadowing the hardships of its construction and the complexity of its purpose. The Great Wall's ongoing conservation and restoration efforts reveal contemporary challenges regarding its preservation and accessibility. While tourism has spurred interest and investment, it has also raised concerns about the impact of large crowds on its structural integrity. Balancing preservation with public access remains a contentious issue, reflecting broader questions about how societies engage with their historical legacies. The story of the Great Wall of China is one of ambition, sacrifice, and resilience. It stands not only as a physical barrier, but as a symbol of the enduring spirit of a civilization that has faced adversity throughout its history. The truths behind its construction invite reflection on the power dynamics, human struggles, and cultural narratives that shape our understanding of the past. The Great Wall, in all its complexity, serves as a reminder of both the heights of human achievement and the depths of human suffering, illustrating the intricate interplay of history, culture, and identity. In examining the Great Wall, we uncover more than just a remarkable feat of engineering. We explore the very essence of what it means to build and protect, to aspire and endure. This iconic structure, forged from the labor of countless individuals across centuries, stands as a testament to the intertwining stories of those who constructed it and the civilizations that thrived and sometimes faltered against its shadow. The secret underground cities of Cappadocia, located in central Turkey, represent one of the most fascinating and enigmatic aspects of human ingenuity and adaptation. Carved into the soft volcanic rock of the region, these subterranean complexes are a remarkable testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of communities in the face of adversity. Featuring an intricate network of tunnels, rooms, and ventilation shafts, these underground cities provided refuge and sustenance for their inhabitants during times of crisis, revealing a narrative of survival, engineering, and cultural heritage. Cappadocia's unique geographical formations, characterized by fairy chimneys, soft volcanic tuff, and expansive valleys, offered an ideal canvas for the creation of these underground havens. Researchers believe that the region has been inhabited since ancient times, with evidence suggesting that underground habitation may date back to as early as the Hittite period around 1600 BCE. However, it was during the early Christian era, particularly from the 4th to the 7th centuries CE, that these underground cities were expanded and utilized extensively, providing a refuge for persecuted Christians seeking safety from invasions and persecution. Over time, the underground cities evolved into vast complexes, with some estimates suggesting that up to 200 separate underground cities may exist in Cappadocia, although only a fraction have been fully explored. The most famous of these cities, Derinkuyu, is capable of housing thousands of people and extends for over 60 meters, nearly 200 feet underground. Derinkuyu features multiple levels, interconnected by narrow passages, and includes living quarters, kitchens, storage areas, wineries, and even chapels. One fascinating aspect of these underground cities is their sophisticated engineering. Tunnels were meticulously carved from the soft volcanic rock using hand tools, allowing for the creation of expansive spaces deep within the earth. Stone doors, often massive and circular, were fashioned to roll shut from the inside, sealing off passages against intruders. Vents were strategically placed to allow for air circulation, while wells provided access to fresh water, a vital resource for sustaining life underground. The design of these subterranean complexes is a testament to both practicality and ingenuity. Many of the cities were equipped with amenities to sustain large populations for extended periods. Storage areas held food and essential supplies, and communal spaces facilitated social interactions among inhabitants. The presence of churches and altars also highlights the spiritual dimensions of life in these underground communities, suggesting a blend of everyday living and religious practices, even in times of crisis. The reasons behind the creation of these underground cities are rooted in the historical context of Cappadocia itself. The region has faced numerous invasions and conflicts over the centuries, from the Assyrians and Persians to the Byzantine and Arab forces. During the Byzantine period, as persecution of Christians intensified, the underground cities became critical sanctuaries for communities under threat. This historical necessity drove people not only to seek safety underground, but also to commit to the extensive labor required to construct and maintain these hidden refuges. In addition to providing a place of safety, the underground cities also served as strategic hideouts for storing valuable resources and conducting covert activities. Their labyrinthine design allowed inhabitants to evade detection, facilitating guerrilla warfare against invaders, or simply allowing communities to avoid confrontation altogether. The ability to access multiple entrances and exits also permitted residents to disperse quickly in times of danger. Despite their historical significance, the underground cities of Cappadocia fell into relative obscurity over the centuries as the region transitioned between various empires and cultural influences. Many of these subterranean complexes remained uninhabited and were largely forgotten, their entrances obscured by debris or covered by the natural landscape. It was not until the 20th century that historians and archaeologists began to rediscover these intricate underground networks, revealing their importance not only to regional history, but also to the broader narrative of human adaptation in times of crisis. Today, the underground cities of Cappadocia stand as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from around the world eager to learn about their unique history and explore their winding tunnels. Guided tours offer a glimpse into the remarkable ingenuity of their creators, allowing visitors to traverse the same pathways once inhabited by ancient communities. This ongoing appreciation has spurred interest in preservation efforts, aimed at ensuring that these remarkable structures endure for future generations. The underground cities have also become a site of fascination for researchers interested in ancient engineering and civilization. Modern studies look into the architectural features, construction methods, and cultural practices that shape these subterranean spaces. Archaeologists continue to unearth new discoveries within these hidden cities, shedding light on the lives of those who sought refuge and resilience amidst the turmoil of their times. In conclusion, the secret underground cities of Cappadocia embody the remarkable adaptability of human beings in the face of challenges posed by the environment and socio-political upheaval. Their construction and enduring legacy reflect a deep-seated desire for safety, community, and cultural expression. The underground cities tell a story not only of survival, but also of ingenuity and collaboration across generations. As we unearth these hidden treasures, we gain valuable insights into the resilience of the human spirit and the lengths communities will go to protect themselves, preserving their culture and identity in the depths of the earth. The underground cities of Cappadocia continue to captivate our imagination, offering a unique window into a complex past that resonates with themes of perseverance and innovation.